Now let me take the privilege of inviting Sai Srinivas Garu, CEO PowerX Private Limited, to grace the days. Thank you, sir. It's an honor and privilege to introduce Shri V. Sai Srinivas Garu, CEO PowerX Private Limited. He was the co-founder of Viga Conveyors and Automation Limited, which was founded in the year 1999 in Hyderabad. Viga was acquired by a Japanese material handling automation company, Daifuku Limited, in the year 2019. Sai Garu was the director, COO of Viga Daifuku till April 2022. With these few words of introduction, we request Sri Sai Srinivas Garu to address the gathering.
Good evening, and thank you very much for inviting me for this session. Basically, I'm a mechanical engineer, but dragged into this field of electronics recently by Mr. Venkat Simhadri offering me one design to manufacture, because I'm basically a mechanical engineer, but based in Hyderabad in manufacturing for the last 25 years. So since I thought I could do anything in manufacturing, so I took up this opportunity of manufacturing electronic products in India. Before I start, I just wanted to answer one question that they have asked on people, how to convince people on making them stay in a company for longer. Of course. So before I continue my today, I just wanted to answer this question one point. It has been difficult for me also. Running a manufacturing industry in India had been very difficult. Retaining talent is very difficult, I understand. And as my previous speakers were telling that, definitely industry spends, because especially when fresh graduates join, the industry spends some money on training them, so the output is in the initial years is much lesser than the remuneration given to them. So obviously somebody looking for another 1 or 2 year experienced people, they don't mind paying the 30% or 20% premium, because they have not spent anything on the training and they get it out. But just let everybody understand that, especially in these type of industries, even though I'm coming from mechanical industry, but it is from the core design I came from. Similarly, any of these core fields, the employee has to be in the company for a longer period to understand this thing. Don't mechanical engineering, I'm telling you, I joined as a graduate engineering trainee in L&T and became the CMD of that company. It is possible in those type of companies, because you have to understand the company, the culture, the requirement to be under leadership roles. Generally, what happens is 3 years, 5 years, if people keep jumping companies, it could be okay in the initial stages. But when they have to come to the leadership roles, I strongly believe that all the leaders, actually, people and they think that they should correct me if I'm wrong. All the top leaders are the people who have been with the companies for long amount of period. So if people are looking only at just making some quick money, this thing, they can keep jumping. But if they want to become the leaders of the company, they have to stick to a company minimum of 10 to 12 years to really understand the company, especially in core fields like the semiconductors, design, these type of fields. You have to be maybe in a fast-growing high-tech technologies. Maybe people can come and become CEOs, or I think like in the finance or such type of fields, things can be different. But in core fields, if people have to be in the leadership role, they have to stick on to the company for minimum of 10 to 12 years. Otherwise, I think it's not. That could be one of the argument or the reality that you can share with the students, saying that that is the only way that then they can grow to being leaders in the industry, by sticking on to something. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, this is a company that we have started. This is a startup. Actually, we manufacture chargers. Nowadays, there is something called gallium nitrate that has come up in this thing that all the earlier chargers were used more with silicon, but now with gallium nitrate, the efficiency of the charging is switching is becoming much more efficient. And then in this designed charger, this is designed in Hyderabad and manufactured in Hyderabad, which is looks small. This can charge a laptop and a telephone at a time, deliver 65 watts. All this is possible because gallium is delivering. In this device, we tested about 93 to 95% efficiency. That means there's no wastage of power. Of course, in this wattage, nobody looks at a power wastage or this thing. But if you imagine billions of these devices being in India, that itself will be some hundreds of crores saving of power in India. So using these type of charges is like going green type of a thing. And this is now being possible because of the GAN technology. And this is a new product that we are going to launch in future that is almost as small as this. This can charge a laptop, any type of laptop. So this is this thing about our company. We are this is our charger. This is about 50% smaller, 20% more efficient. Because generally silicon gives, I think, around 85, around 85, and we are giving almost 95 to 95 to 9. Even we can go further efficient also. And one thing about these chargers is these are intelligent devices, so that doesn't mean that because it is delivering 65 watts and your device require only 45 watts, so it is actually going to damage your device. No, nothing like that happens because the protocol happens. So because of that, charge only what is required by the thing. If telephone requires only 15 watts and maybe 1.8 amps or something like that, it still delivers the thing because of the protocol handshake. So these are intelligent chargers. Same thing, that small size, more efficient, can charge any device. Oh, sorry. This thing circuit was designed here in India by Moschip, and then most of the procurement, of course, happens. Unfortunately, the plastics, pins, or things like that, those things were made in India, but most of the electronic components come from outside. But the total assembly, testing, everything, printing, all those things happened in India only, in Hyderabad. We as a company are concentrating mostly on GAN technology, which has got wide ranges for applications we want to concentrate. One is EV charging, and then maybe solar, and all these things. We are just a startup, so we will be looking for more number of people joining us, and then we can go into other fields. As I told, this we are already launched, and this is under the process, and then we'll be launching many more chargers like this. But also we are looking at 350 watts output chargers for two-wheelers, and then something in solar or four-wheeler. If opportunities come in, we'll get into those things. Basically, in the GAN technology. As a company, for the this thing, we expect that we'll be requiring approximately about 50 engineers in the next 3 years' time in different fields, like by design engineers, production engineers, testing engineers, things like that. We are planning to set up our own plant also in the next 1.5 years, 2 years. So these are the fields mostly what we'll be looking at, the embedded systems, VLSI, or power engineering mostly. These are the fields that we'll be looking at students if there are anybody interested in. And as such, as again we are telling you, whatever may be the specialization, every industry needs people of a specific this thing that will be trained by the industry. So we suggest that the students are trained thoroughly in their fundamentals, like basically for our type of products in our this thing, it's embedded systems or VLSI or power engineering, those type of things that if the core strengths are good, they can be adapted to the industry easily. So we request students to concentrate more on those areas and have their fundamentals very strong, so that they can adapt for the industry. With that, I just take it very short. Thank you again for calling me for this occasion. Thank you.